I would like to introduce you today my thesis project with the title of Improving Oral Hygiene to Prevent Dental Problems through Awareness Raising Among Children in Armavir Mars. Community Service Grant Proposal advising Team Robert Bagreman and Arthur Pedersen. Here you can see the outline of my presentation, which consists of the several parts: introduction, literature review, implementation plan synopsis, hypothesis, methodology, sampling techniques, evaluation instruments, timeline, and finally budgeting. So first of all, let me to introduce you the idea of the oral health, which is according to World WHO is the following. Oral health is an important part of the general health and includes the disorders such as oral and throat cancer, oral infection and abscesses, periodontal or gum diseases, tooth decay, tooth loss, and other diseases and disorders that limit an individual's capacity in biting, chewing, smiling, speaking, and psychosocial well-being. So according to the literature, based on the literature, 60 to 90% of the children, school children, and almost 100% of the adults affected of the dental caries. It is important to outline that dental caries can influence children's growth, eating, speaking, learning processes. At the last 20 years, there has done study observing the increasing of the dental caries and also the periodontal diseases in the overall population, which is mainly associated with the low access of the oral health care services and also because of the low awarenesses to prevent these conditions. So let me focus the situation in Armenia related with the disabilities associated with the oral cavity. Previously, there have been conducted study on the investigation of the dental oral health situation among the Armenian children. During this study, two age groups there were investigated. As you see, 5 to 7 years old and 12 years old children. As a result, both the study shows the highest level of the conditions related with the inappropriate oral health status. So in this slide, you can see that 86% of children with the dental caries in CCAN and 79% of the children with inappropriate oral hygiene habits. Moreover, the situation in Yerevan not differing from the Mardis. 84% children with need of the dental treatment and 61% lack of knowledge oral health among the mothers. According to the literature review and the study that previously done, we are formulate our goal. It is the following: to improve the oral hygiene and to prevent dental problems among young children in Armavir Mars by awareness raising and teaching children and their parents proper hygiene practice. Here we can see the implementation plan synopsis, which consists of the following parts: training of trainers for kindergarten nannies, teaching kindergarten children about oral hygiene and daily care of the teeth, training of parents through information sharing about oral hygiene. So training will be last 2 weeks, 3 trainings per week with the duration of the 13 minutes. Training of nannies is key factors for our project because the children will spend many times in the kindergartens. We will provide them general information about the oral health. We will speak also about the general rules to the toothbrushing, which means the duration and quantity of it. Also, we will speak about the right nutrition for 4 to 5 years old children. Training with the parents also important for us because they will maintain the oral health habits at the home. We will speak about the general information. We will give them, provide them the general information about the oral health, which include dental caries, periodontal diseases, primary prevention techniques. The main rules about the correct toothbrushing, duration and quantity, and also we will speak about the right nutrition. The trainings will be last 2 weeks, as I say, with the 3 times per week, with the 13 minutes of the duration. Training with children. We will teach the children correct ways to the toothbrushing through the games to do it more easy to understand for them. Also, we will speak about the healthy nutrition and we will try to encourage them to follow it during their life. Finally, my hypothesis is the following. By September-November 2017, the oral hygiene index of children 4 to 5 years old from Armavir Mars public kindergartens will be 36.84% lower compared to the oral hygiene index of children 4 to 5 years old in Ararat Mars kindergartens in September to November 2017 as a result of the improving oral hygiene to prevent dental problems through awareness raising among children in Armavir Mars project. Here you can see the evaluation plan synopsis. At the end of our project, we are proposed to calculate oral hygiene index. About the oral hygiene index, I will tell you a little bit later. Then we will conduct our main activities, which mean the training with the parents, with the children and nannies, as well as we will disseminate the informational materials and booklets for them. After 1 year of implementation, we will calculate oral hygiene index one more time to compare it with our comparison group. We choose the quasi-experimental non-equivalent control group design, which is panel design. Our intervention group children will select it from Armavir Mars kindergartens 4 to 5 years old. Our comparison group children will select it 4 to 5 years old children for Ararat Mars. In our exclusion criteria will be the children who leave the kindergarten in 1 year period after the intervention, which means September 2016 until November 2017, and also the children whose parents do not allow to participate their children in the program evaluation. Here you can see the formula for our sample size calculation. It is inequivalent sample comparisons formula. Alpha will be our type 1 error, beta will be our type 2 error, gamma will be the difference between our null hypothesis and alternative hypothesis. Sigma 1 and sigma 2 will be our standard deviation from oral hygiene index in interventional and comparison group at the follow-up. The sample size calculation with the formula is 22 participants per group. So taking into consideration the response rate for Armenia, based on the data it is 78%, we adjusted for the response rate, the number of the participants will be 28 participants per group. Also having in mind the attritional rate, it is 2.43, also based on the literature. The final sample size will be 29 participants per group, interventional and control group. The list of the eligible participants will choose from the eligible children at the Armavir and Ararat Marsis. We will request it from the 12 existing kindergartens. And then the simple random sampling we will apply to select the 29 participants for our programs. Here you can see the presentation of the instruments. First of all, I want to say that oral hygiene index consists the calculus index and the Bryce index. So you can see that we divided at the 6 segments our month, 3 segments in our jury in Armenian note. So for each segment, we will choose the tooth with the worst conditions, with the higher level of the calculus and the Bryce to represent the certain segments. After choosing the tooth and calculate for each segment the calculus and the Bryce index, we will sum up them and we will have the final oral hygiene index. So we have the writing the consent form for the parents. We have verbal assent form for the children. Study protocol meets the IRB, AUA IRB requirements, and also we will request it later from the Ministry of Health and Ministry of the Education. Here you can see the timeline. We are planning to start our program at the 2016 August. At this August we plan to hearing the staff, also the school and participants selection and schedule it. At the September 2016, we want to gather baseline data to the control and the intervention group, and in the same month to start our intervention in all kindergartens in Armavir Marsis. After 1 year of the implementation, which means September 2017 until November 2017, we are planning to collect the follow-up data in the control and the interventional group, and also to do the data entry and data analysis. So At the December 2017, we are planning to write the final report for our project. Here you can see the total cost of our project, which is $90,738 overall. I want to say thank you, my advising team, Dr. Vakhtı Petrosyan and Dr. Bahramyan. I want to say thank you for the MPH program faculty member, and also for all my friends. Special thanks Stefan Atuan, Tatvik Baba, and Zalu Bignish. And at the end of my presentation, I want to say that all knowledge that I get from the AUA, I hope that I will use during my life. But the friends that I find here, I'm sure that I will enjoy them during my life until the end. Thank you. Question?
Thank you. Why you selected Darmavish, Artyom?
I done my internship in the co-op, and I as a